Good afternoon, everybody. It's Shanna with Shanna Sweets. Thank you so much for joining me for my sweet treat video. Sorry, a little late getting to you this month. It has been crazy. This month's sweet treat is using the Hostess set Mischevious mice. It's not too late to get this stamp set. This is from the mini catalog, January to June, and it's still out for a couple months. You do need to host a workshop or purchase $150 to get this stamp set, but it is well worth it because look how super adorable those little mice are. Now, with my sweet treat kits, you can use another stamp set if you'd like, because you have this open space to stamp your images in. So you can use the kits with any stamp set. This is just the one that I choose this month. So these are super simple cards, and I'm gonna get to it and show you how to make them. So we are going to start with the I guess it's soft suede. So we are going to fold our 8.5 by 5.5 thick basic white. You can score it first if you want, or just fold it in half. Just make sure if you have a bone folder or something, give it a good crease. Then you're going to, this crumb cake has been ran through the, actually, is this crumb, you know what, this, I wrote soft suede, but this is crumb cake. And it has been ran through the embossing folder, the gingham, and you have to decide which one you want on top, the embossed or debossed side. Just place that down. And then we're going to place down the banner, and my banner pieces measure 3/4 by 3.5, and then 1/2 by 3, and I have taken it through this banner punch and just cut the banners out already. So through there. Okay, so I'm going to, this is the hand-pinned DSP, and I'm going to just go kind of towards the middle bottom portion and just stagger them like that, okay? And that will be the base of our card. Set that aside for a moment. Then I'm going to take the circle, and this is where I'm going to stamp the image with the cheese and the mouse. And stamp that with my Memento Black. He will fit completely in the circle. Give a good smush. And I am using my So Saffron. I'm going to use the dark for the inside circles. I think I'll, and then normally I would use my brush tip, but my So Saffron is running out. I have a new one on order. Didn't realize till I was coloring this, so this is going to be really, really light. Don't you hate that when you... This is why one should always have a backup pair, because you never know when you're doing something and you are running low. It's still got some color though. There's still some there. don't know if you can see it. It's still good. All right, now the mouse. I'm going to take my light crumb cake, and this mouse is going to be light on his body. I'm not going to do the inside of the ear. And his tail. Then I will take the dark and the bullet end and do in his ear and these little lines. Give him some accents. All right. And then take this. I've given a couple of these in the kit, but I made the bullet ends with the other end of the tag, okay? And that is what's going to get our sentiment. So we're just going to ink this up. But I've given a couple because, you know, sometimes you just don't line it up very well. So this and R is going to get, I'm going to use the edge here just to speed things up a bit. All right, take our card base back. This guy's going to go at the bottom below our banners, and this guy's going to go right at the top. Then we're going to take some iridescent rhinestones and place them at the top of our card. And that's card number 1. On to card number 2. On card number 2, we're going to take our fresh freesia, and it's 8.5 by 5.5. Fold it in half, and then we're going to take this in color fresh freesia piece, and it is 3 by 5.5, and we're going to place it clear on the far left. Okay, and then we're going to take a piece of polished pink open weave ribbon, and we're just going to tie a knot down here, so wrap it clear around and then tie a knot towards the bottom. Okay. So as tight as you can get it. Sometimes getting that knot tight is a challenge. Kind of hold it down, because once you get that way, then you can move it a little bit. And then I find that if I need to, I can just take a glue dot and then just secure it underneath that knot. I'm going to wait to trim that till I have everything in place. Okay. Then what we're going to do is you have a stitched square. Okay, let's take our image with the balloon and ink it up. Make sure you don't have too much ink on your stamp. If you get some around the edge here, just take a baby wipe, wipe it off so you don't get it all over your stamp or your image. Then you can, there you go. All right, then you're going to stamp just the balloon on the pink DSP, okay? Because then we're going to cut this out, which I've partially done to speed things up, okay? And then if you have a black marker like you're stamping right, it's best to take that and just run that along your edge. And this will give a nice finished edge to your image. Okay. And then you have a little square like this. And this is where you're going to ink up your sentiment and stamp like that. And then you're done with the stamping. So you can take your card back. Well, let's color this real quick. We're going to take our crumb cake, and this time we're going to use the dark one, and we're going to color in the mouse with the dark as the whole part of our body. And then take the light part of the crumb cake and color in his ears and his belly. Okay. Then we can put our square on the front. Okay, put some dimensionals underneath our balloon to give it some oomph. Okay, so just line that up there, and of course dimensionals underneath our sign, and that's going to go, and then we can trim and that is card number 2. And there is this month's sweet treat. I hope you enjoyed this card tutorial this month.